It's beautiful to be in Italy, experience the cultures and the Italian language. Oh, mi amore, it's beautiful. You know, seeing all the great people and the culture that's preserved. I mean, you sort of realize just how young of a country the United States is. And it's truly grounding to know that initially Italy was 100% powered by hydroelectric energy. That's right. So before, you know, expansion and globalization, Italy was 100% powered by renewable energies. It was electric energy. Now they use mostly natural gas. And, you know, they're improving like other countries with solar and geothermal and biomass and wind. I think it's wonderful to look at where your country came from. And you look at the U.S., you know, we came from, you know, having led the Green Revolution with Herbert Hoover in the early 40s and late 30s with the Hoover Dam, which was the biggest hydroelectric plant of its time. So as I walk through this beautiful, quaint village with these monstrous yachts, Portofino, the final port along the Italian Riviera, it's just sort of calming to know that this isn't some lofty goal, this isn't some crazy fight, this is inevitable. I believe in the inevitability of your success as a person, whoever's watching, and I believe in the inevitability of the success for the United States of America, for Italy, for Europe, for Iraq, Iran, for every country out there, and each small community. More importantly than the big countries, it's too overwhelming. Forget that. Think about, you know, Ramsey, New Jersey. Think about Venice, California. How can you, you know, lobby for an increase in better recycling, and how can you lobby for more recycling canisters like this? You know, vetro, glass, vera, vidro, you know, I gotta say, it's beautiful to see yachts this big, and I know that we can continue to have yachts that big and bigger, and just power them with solar, power them with sun, power them with some sort of safe nuclear. I don't know the answers yet, but I do know that we have the human ingenuity to do it. So it's phenomenal to travel the world and see just how reasonable it is, and just how the past can echo and sort of project into the future, which is what we're seeing. So it's really humbling. I think DiCaprio might. I know he's in Italy right now. He might be on one of these bad boys. And if he is, God bless him. He's done a lot for our great country, as has Al Gore. You know, but it's not about any individual person. But if they're on that, you know, you got to plant some more trees, and lobby some more solar levies. And I think that I heard one thing I wanted to acknowledge from a close family friend, and he said, you know, Alex, I heard that the cost of producing solar energy, actual making the solar panels, right? So actually designing and producing the manufacturing of the solar panels in and of themselves is more expensive and uses more electricity than they'll produce. Now, let's assume that's true, which I really don't think it is, but let's assume that's true. He said it was some well-known article, you know, from an organization like the New York Times or something. Irregardless, let's assume that's true. Let's talk about the subsidies. The subsidies that go into oil, you know, are monstrous, and they're quite strong. So if you're going to compare apples to apples, you need to talk about subsidies, and the very small subsidies that are being phased out, as a matter of fact, right now for solar and wind, compared to the subsidies for oil, which are just continuing to, you know, they run the world, and rightfully so, because it's this source of energy that's transformed our world. So I think that it's important to talk about apples to apples, talk about, okay, how expensive is it to create solar panels? How much is our government? Is the beautiful Italian government, is Portofino wanting to preserve this gorgeous town with the cobblestone? You know, I mean, come on. The pizzerias, I love it. So, you know, you have all these wonderful people coming around. You have cops, you have tourists, you know, people from all over the world, and you know, it's phenomenal to see. So subscribe to stay alive. We'll see you next time, and thanks for watching. I appreciate whoever you are watching, and please put comments below. I mean, I had the lofty goal, and it's not lofty, I should rephrase it. I had the goal to be an HBO, and I just believe it's inevitable, and it's either that or something better. Why? Because we're gonna use half our profits to plant trees. And whoever you are watching, tell me what you want to see next. Tell me what you like, what's not so good. You know, if you're going to give constructive feedback, do it with a little bit of love. You know, we'd love to get you more involved, whoever you are out there watching. So, you know, arrivederci, a presto, ciao, and we'll see you next time. We're off to France. Bye-bye.